Welcome, Gemini, to Mystic High Priestess Tarot. This is a general collective reading for the week of August 15th through the 21st. For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, cross watchers, you are welcome to join us. Keep in mind, time is fluid, so if you see this video at a later point in time, that's when you were meant to see it. Now, not everything will resonate with you because it is a collective reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. If this does resonate, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and allows more people to be able to see it based on the algorithm that is set up here. Now, keep in mind there are a lot of scammers out there. I will never reach out to you for personal reading. So if you do want one, check the description box below. That is where my information is. I'm also not on any other platforms, so you will not find me out there on TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, any of that stuff. I'm only on YouTube. So don't be fooled by any of those scammers that are out there pretending they're me or any other tarot reader. Okay, I do a 9-card spread, past, present, and future. I'll explain it as we go along. And I have gone ahead and meditated, pre-shuffled on the cards, and cleansed the space. Okay, and I'm sorry, I'm talking really slow and weird because I'm actually getting a lot of messages. And then I'm just going to go through here before I lay out any cards. So for a large group of you, you're either in a relationship or entering a relationship, or now if this is career related, just related to career. But I'm really feeling love and romance at this point. That it feels like it's your wish come true, or you're looking at this wish come true. You think this person thinks of you as a fool, or that you're too young, or it's too new, and you feel like, going all in. But they're a little more skeptical on this. So just so you are aware, I'm kind of getting that right off the bat. So we have the Moon, the Lovers, and the Five of Swords. Current energy, we have the Five of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. Oh, you've got a lot of fives going on here. A lot of change, Gemini. And the Four of Pentacles. In the future, we have the Three of Swords, Two of Wands, the Star. That's exactly what I was seeing. And Ten of Pentacles, your overall energy. Okay. So I think what I'm really seeing, or what I was getting for messages, is more related to your future than your current situation. So I guess you got a little futuristic view right off the bat here, but this definitely is either pertaining to the love of your career, or somebody that you're involved with, or that you want to be involved with. There is a secret. Either you're aware that somebody's keeping a secret from you, or that they're not telling you everything. And either you or your partner are being very strategic, or this can also be, a lot of times when I see this in this type of situation, this is the silent treatment. You feel kind of ghosted, but they might be giving you just little tidbits, just enough to hold on. But you feel very rejected in a way. But that's their strategy, or she could be on the other foot, Gemini, you could be doing this to somebody else. In your current energy, we see the Five of Pentacles. Again, you're feeling left out in the cold. Definitely a silent treatment energy coming out of this. And the Five of Cups, it's making you feel lackluster. Like you're, in this case, normally with the Five of Cups, a lot of people are in despair because they lost everything, but behind them are the Two Cups. In your case, you or your partner doesn't want to turn around and see those Two Cups. That the despair is that it's behind you. and you have the wisdom of knowing it's behind you, but not wanting to look at it because it's painful. And then we see a decline in the relationship going to the Four of Pentacles, just trying to hold on for dear life in this situation. In the future, however, we see the Three of Swords. There's going to be a heartbreak. It's not going to feel good at all. You're going to have to face some kind of truth in this situation, either you or them. You could be making the cutoff here too. Do not always think somebody's going to break your heart. You could end up in the future with the strength to say, I'm done with this. Bye. And their strategy that they were playing with the silent treatment was kaput. I really feel you're dealing with a narcissist, Gemini. Somebody very, very narcissistic. That's trying to leave you out in the cold, but just knowing it, you're going to hang on for dear life. But because of the Two of Wands, we see a decision being made. You also see how that looks like a little, there's no coloring in of that body on this person who's holding the Two Wands. They're just in a field. It looks empty like a ghost, right? So this is like ghosting. Either you're going to be ghosted or somebody's going to ghost you. Just walk away and not say another word. But it's going to lead to a dream come true. So in a way, part of the dream come true and the manifestation of this could definitely be you're free. You're free of this manipulative game that somebody was playing with you. You're going to end up seeing that as you go through this broken heart. But let's clarify this. You do have the Ten of Pentacles as your overall energy. So either you are already experiencing something with this person. For example, it could be a spouse. You could have children together. You live together. The comfort and security of your home is at risk. Okay? Or you saw this or you see this with this person and that's why you're holding on. You don't want to necessarily leave your environment, or if you break up, you're not going to be able to afford the Ten of Pentacles life that you have. Now the bonus, the thing I always tell people in these kind of situations when the tens come up, is the Ten of Pentacles is the end-all be-all. It's safety, it's comfort, it's security, it's happy home, happy family. It's not as emotional. It's more grounded and stable. So there's not all this lovey-dovey stuff going on with the Ten of Pentacles. But if by chance this is ending, the 10 starts over with an ace. You get through this energy and you get to start with the Ace of Pentacles. There is a fresh new beginning right around the corner. And that is the one thing to remember. It's not a complete ending. But with the Ten of Pentacles showing up in your overall energy, we could be looking at an ending to a relationship for sure. So we have Ace of Wands and the Hanged Man as the advice. Yeah, so this could be you or your partner. Now keep in mind the shoe can always be on the other foot here, Gemini. This could be happening to you. You could be doing this to somebody else. Definitely is exploring something new. Okay, without being too graphic, but yet being honest with you. This is what I see a lot of times when, and now don't get stuck in the male-female thing. There's always masculine, feminine energy. But when he's sticking it somewhere it doesn't belong, okay? In this particular case scenario, it feels affairish. I'm not going to be surprised if we see Three of Cups show up in here, probably along with the Three of Swords. But that will tell me it was destined. This also, I'm sorry, I'm getting visions, so I go with them. For a select few of you, this is almost a brand new relationship that started lustfully and you two moved in together. You may have gotten pregnant right away, so you have like this instant family. So, but what they're stating is the relationship was not built on a stable ground. It wasn't built on the Ace of Pentacles. It wasn't built it wasn't given to you by God with the Ace of Cups. It was built in the Ace of Wands, which is passion and sex and desire, those kinds of things. It can be creativity and stuff, but in this case, that's what it is. The advice is the Hangman. So through this overall energy, hang in there. Try to see things from a different perspective, okay? You are going to have to view this whole situation differently than you're seeing it right now. You're going to have to look at it differently in order for there to be any hope of survival. And with the moon energy, we have the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles again. So the secret has to do with you or the other person feeling trapped and bound in this relationship. They may be lovey-dovey or they may be giving you silent treatment, but they feel trapped. The others, this is not going to be for everybody. There will be a select few of you that this will apply to. But you could be with somebody who has a serious criminal record. And there could be a warrant for their arrest or something out there. And they're escaping, or they're afraid if you find out, you could send them to jail. Or they could be in jail right now too. So, keep that in mind. And the advice is the 5 of Pentacles. The advice is actually, even though you might lose your home, something like that, the advice in that situation is to not stay trapped, to get out, walk away, even if you do have a child. And I definitely feel like a lot of you, it's because you have children that you're trying to stick this out. And the advice was that you should head out. And the Lovers, we have the 6 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles again, which we're seeing down here. So we're seeing clarifying cards up here. Advice cards, actually. The advice cards are the 5 and the 4 of Pentacles. So when I see repeat cards, one, Spirit is telling me you're right on with your original assessment of what's going on here. 2, we are seeing them as your advice going into your current energy, which is the sign of you are going in the right direction. You've made the right decision so far, Gemini. Don't doubt yourself, okay? You're on a complete right path because your advice from the past is what is showing up in your current energy. So you took Spirit's advice and you're going in the right direction. So with the Lovers here, somebody that you truly care for, which is a 6 card as well. We also have the 6 of Cups. So we're seeing this as destined. This was destined to happen regardless. It wasn't that you made a mistake. It wasn't that you had poor judgment or anything. This was destined. You feel like this is a soulmate. You feel like this was your person. This was your job. This was your home, your dream home. This was your thing that you wanted from childhood even. And the advice was the 4 of Pentacles. Hold on to it. So, but notice you're going from the 5 down to the 4 again. So we can see a decline in the past, even for the advice. So the advice was saying, get out, hold on to what you got. So basically take what you came with and leave. Is kind of what they're saying. So again, with this Ace of Wands and these cards, the Lovers, it was a very lustful relationship. The problem with lust is it dies out just as quickly as it started. Lust is so much different than true pure love. And here we have Justice and the Sun. Beautiful. So on the 5 of Swords with this strategy, keep in mind, before I say this could be you, this could be the other person, only because the message I just got is somebody's trying to con somebody. I don't know if it's you or the other person. Justice is coming out of this strategy, which is going to bring the Sun in, bring happiness in. So somebody's playing a game, and they've got it all strategized out. It's kind of like robbing a bank. You don't just walk into a bank. Well, I guess some people do, but we won't talk about them. you know, the smart person doesn't just walk into a bank and rob it without doing their research and their layout and their, they have a full on strategy of how they're going to do this, right? I'm not telling anybody to rob any banks. Okay? Please don't go rob any banks. But as an analogy, this person did their research. They knew when they met you, they could sweep you off your feet. They probably have a criminal background. And as the universe was saying, walk away, get out, take what you have and walk away before they take more from you. And justice, though, came into the picture here somewhere, that then the advice is enjoy that. So let's say this person got arrested. Now they're not talking to you from jail. Okay? Be happy about that. Be joyful. Unfortunately, that's hard to do when you're in love with somebody. And I still feel very strongly you or the other person is in love very deeply. You think this is somebody that you are supposed to be with. This is your twin flame. Your soulmate, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not your twin flame. Definitely not your twin flame. Very far from your twin flame, Gemini. This is actually a deceiving soulmate. So this is one that was actually sent from the devil to deceive you from your path. However, that didn't work, Gemini. You were smarter than that, which is good. Your logic air sign. So you were smarter than that, and we can see that this advice you took. The only thing is, instead of the advice of the sun, you ended up with this Five of Cups in despair, in sadness. So the universe was saying, be happy about this. And you're like, how can I be happy about this? The whole world is torn apart. He or she is in jail now, and how do I pay for the house? And, everything's in their name or whatever, these huge complex situations. Or they walked away and left, and I don't even know where they are, and I don't know how to make these payments. And, they left me with vehicle payments and whatever. Maybe they just up and took off. They took as much as they could that was paid for and left you with everything that has to be paid for. And, you're like, this doesn't seem fair. Fair is going to come out of this eventually. But let's look at this Five of Cups. How did you end up in this energy when you should have been happy? All right, so the Empress. Yeah, you're grounded. You were stable with this person. You felt, even if you didn't live together, you felt this was the love of your life. This person made you actually feel like there couldn't possibly be anybody else on earth for you. Con artists will do that. They use love, and they know they're charming. They know exactly what to say, what to do. You could be pregnant right now. You could have a child with this person. And if they've abandoned you, or they're giving you the silent treatment, or they've ghosted you, or they just took off, you're now having to be this Empress. And that's a hard burden for you, because you have to put a smile on your face every day, and you have to pretend nothing's wrong, and inside you're just dying, and you want to cry every minute. First of all, it's okay to do that. It's okay to feel the despair of the Five of Cups and cry it out and get it out of your system. I understand if you don't want to do that around other people. You want to do that in your own privacy. Just don't get yourself stuck in a depression. If you feel like going to a depressive state where it carries on too long, please get help. But you're taking on the role like nothing's wrong. You're refusing to show society, or even this other person, that there's an issue. You're kind of almost like, okay, you want to go, then go. You're not fighting. The advice is to ride your high horse. Be the Empress. Keep being the Empress. Ride your high horse. Keep your chin up. Your chin up and your head held high. This person is going to gloat and be able to take even more from you than they already have. And I feel a lot of abusive energy. If it is physical abuse, definitely leave. But it looks like you probably already have, or you're on your way to leaving. don't take any kind of abuse, okay? This definitely has more con artist scamming energy where the person's just keeping you, taking you along for the ride, trying to decide. This is player energy too, so if they're not scamming you out of something, this is total player energy. Now I know why your dream come true felt like you felt like a fool in the very beginning before we even started the reading. I can completely see that. And the Five of Pentacles, right in the center. So the being left out in the cold that we saw as the advice from the past has to do with a marriage, a union. Again, you think it's your twin flame. Okay, it's also a twin flame card. Your home, all that's being affected. And the advice is, the devil. So this person is probably in jail or going to jail over an addiction of some sort. It could be drunk driving. It can be violence when they're drinking or taking drugs. It can be taking illegal substances. It can be scamming and robbing people. It can be, running fraud schemes. It can be gambling if they're taking your money or stealing from you to gamble. But when I see the devil in the advice position, it's more release yourself from it. So we see the Lovers up here and then now clarifying with the devil. So it's hold on to everything you have. The devil's coming. The devil's there. The devil convinced you this is your twin flame. And like I said from the very beginning, they're not. And now the devil's leaving you out in the cold. Because for a period of time, you bought this person's story. And now we're also seeing going from that being left out in the cold down to the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Lovers again. So we have the Lovers there. So with the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, this person is seriously, I'm going to come in, get what I want from you and leave. Energy, very passionate, very charming, very seductive. I call the Knight of Wands the hit it or quit it. So he's usually the one night stand kind of guy. And the future is, now we see here from the devil. So we're moving on from the 5 down to the 4. Hold on to what you have. The same two people in the Lovers card are the two people in the Devil card. The Devil card, they're chained to each other because that's the devil brought that on. The advice is free yourself from those chains. Free yourself from these addictions. So if it's you or the other person, one, get them help or get yourself help on the addiction that you have. And you'll be freed from those chains and be able to love freely like you once did. So does this mean that this person is all bad news and nothing can be retrieved? No, it does not. What they're saying, the universe is, or what the cards are saying really, is the devil, no, the universe is saying they're confirming me, no, that's us, is go from the devil to the Lovers, free yourself. You have to, if this is somebody also giving you the silent treatment or ghosting you, let it go. Let them go. Let them go be silent by themselves. They're going to see your strength, Gemini, and they're going to have no choice but to get help to get away from this devil so that they can be the lover that they once were with you. But you can even see from the Lovers here, it went to the Four of Pentacles. Here we went from the Four of Pentacles to the advice being the Lovers. So here they're telling you, hold on to what you have, take care of yourself. And then if you do that, which you are currently doing, you can get back to the Lovers. So we see a complete reversal there. So that's good. There is totally the potential of being able to do that. But this energy can also be somebody just coming in, having sex with you and leaving. But in this case, the universe is saying that's fine. Let them, I think the answer is let them leave. Don't get too attached. In the future, on the Three of Swords, okay, so there's going to be a completely broken heart. Either they're going to juggle you, or you're going to be juggling someone else. We see like owls here, kind of a ghosting energy is definitely what I feel. You know, I know this is probably more of a picture of a stone, but to me, when I look at that behind the swords, I see like ghosts. I see, you know, in your case, I'm seeing owls and ghosts. So I'm seeing the wisdom of you ghosting them or them ghosting you is actually smart. It causes this Three of Swords, broken heart in a way, but it's not as critical. In a lot of tarot decks, you'll see, you know, blood dripping out of the heart, or, you know, the swords going straight through the heart. Notice that they're not going straight through. They're more standing in the air on the heart. So this is pending broken heart, not actually taking full place. And it's because of the ghosting. So with ghosting, you always think there's hope that that person's going to reach out to you. So you don't really let the pain settle necessarily. And that's because they're juggling. You're juggling, they're juggling. Something is most likely financial in nature. All of this feels like it's financially, either you're financially tied to this person, or they're financially taking from you, or you are, you know, you from them. And the advice is the King of Cups. Keep your emotions stable when this happens. Okay, when this broken heart on the inside starts hurting, don't get angry and block all your emotions. The King of Cups has the most balanced emotions that there are. He gets hurt, but he knows how to handle it. And he handles it with grace. And he doesn't cry much. And you know, back here in this Five of Cups, that your current energy is where you get all the tears out. Once you get that out, then you can be like the King of Cups. You can hold your cup steady and be like, yes, I'm ready to love again. And I didn't let this stop me and make me a train wreck. Okay? The King of Cups is not an emotional train wreck. He's got it together. And I think even with this broken heart, you're going to, and Gemini, you're good at that, being able to put on a facade to hide that, and that's what they're telling you to do. Two of Wands, we have the Page of Cups and Strength. Might want to watch the Taurus reading if you're dealing with a Taurus. They had a little bit of the same energy, but a different storyline. Huh, no wait. Well, Gemini, if you're dealing with a Taurus, you could be one of two people. Because Taurus had two love interests in their life. So keep that in mind. If you're dealing with a Taurus, the Taurus might be scamming you. I don't know. But it does appear you've got, you know, somebody not so great in your life right now. But so with the Two of Wands and the Page of Cups, this is that ghosting guy. There's going to be an apology. They feel bad about it. So they probably ghosted you in the past, and now they feel bad and they're trying to come back in, and the advice card is Strength. The advice is not to let them, do not show any emotional weakness and be very strong during this, or they're going to come and tell you, hey, yep, well, just so you're aware, you know, for example, if you're having their child, or you have a child, you know, hey, I'm sorry, I chose somebody else. So yeah, I packed a few things and I left and I moved in with this other person. Be emotionally stable about it and be strong. Hold your own. The universe has this. How do I know that? Because you have the Star, which is a wish come true. So yeah, don't worry. Don't worry if this person has abandoned you and they tell you they're with somebody else, or whatever, they're not coming back. Don't worry. I know you're probably going to freak out because there's probably some financial tie to this person and you feel like you need them. You don't. You don't. I know you're not going to be able to see that right now. If you have faith and you trust, allow God to do his job, you're going to be real surprised what happens. Trust me, I've been through it. I know this feeling. The star, the wish come true, is waiting for your ships to come in, turning your back on this bad person here in this bad relationship, or when they turn their back on you, wait for your ships to come in, because what's coming in? Ace of Pentacles, brand new beginning, and it comes with financial reward. Okay, stability, financial reward. If you're afraid you're going to lose your home, you're probably not going to lose your home, or you're going to end up being able to settle in someplace else that you feel very comfortable with, that will feel like home. Okay. You know, the part that you're struggling with, that I can see the most, is when this justice came in, or this person went to jail, or whatever, the situation was, or you had to go to court over child custody or something like that because this person wasn't talking to you. This is huge divorce vibes. You were supposed to be happy about that. We didn't see that in your current energy, the happiness. And I know it's not easy to be happy anytime you're involved with something that requires justice. It's very hard to be happy. But let's say, for example, you did get justice. The universe for once is saying, normally we'd say don't gloat, in somebody else's, demise. This was a case where even God said, it's okay. It's okay to laugh and smile. Enjoy that moment. You've earned it. But because you really weren't that happy about it, and it could be because you love this person so much that you were hoping if you went after justice, they would return to you, and they didn't. That did not make you happy then, because your strategy plan to get them back did not work, right? And so therefore you weren't happy, but you were still supposed to be happy about it so that you could move back into this lover space with them. But because you didn't do that, that didn't show up, but it's still your advice to get there, okay? Still hold on to what you have and redefine lovers. Notice that they are separated. They're at a distance, but there's an angel looking over them, okay? So you probably have a different lover out there, and the universe is saying, free yourself from the devil so you can find love. And then what will you get? You'll get your wish come true. You'll be able to turn your back on this situation and get this new stable beginning. So that's actually, it works out really well for you, Gemini, but I realize this is one of those situations that you want to follow your heart. And it's going to make this very challenging. Let's see, we got coffee cups, a meeting and conversing. I'm savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, a friendship. Yeah, I think your star, your person with your stable future, is going to be possibly a friend that you already have, or just talking to new people. But when you're doing that, remember to hold your strength and not be over emotional. If you're doing that, you're going to scare away perspectives real fast. Next one, the Grim Reaper, the relationship is over. Yeah, we kind of called that here already. We didn't see the death card, but yeah, we definitely called that. And healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care. So yeah, the universe wants you to take care of you right now. And if you do that, like I said, it's going to feel like there's just no way it can be possible for you to, like, you could be thinking, I'm going to be completely homeless and I have a child. And what am I going to do? I need this amount of money in order to stay in my home. How is that going to happen? I can't possibly do that on my own. Sit back. Either the money's going to come to you miraculously somehow. And I know I sound crazy when I say that, but literally I've been in these shoes. And it happened. I let the miracle come to me. Okay? And I was okay. So don't get stuck in desperation. okay? Either let that miracle come to you, or the other miracle is somebody will get you settled in another place that will then be yours, something you can maintain. It's one of those healthy choices, and you've got a free life to enjoy. And it'll probably feel better than carrying the burden of what you had. So, it might take a little while for you to settle in and get comfortable with that, because you're carrying, the energy of what you had and the loss of it. So again, this Three of Swords could be having to move, lose your family home. But where you're going to, once you adapt to it, you're going to be happier. You're going to be a lot happier. So just allow it to happen and have faith and have trust. And I'm not saying don't work, don't, try to do things, to help the situation. Of course you want to, but there's only so much you can do. Okay, so in those situations where it's like, you're doing everything you can, there's nothing more you can do, but you're still not giving up, you're trying, that's when those miracles start coming in, because God does see you try. God does see your pain. God knows you're not just sitting around, waiting for the Grim Reaper to show up. You're trying, but sometimes we can't do it on our own, and then that's when God steps in, and these little strange miracles, just kind of show up out of nowhere, and you're like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. And it's beautiful stuff. But I truly think the universe is saying, in this whole situation, the whole reason you're in it is because God wants to know if you trust him. Okay? And your trust and your faith can be tested here. And, if you don't want to believe in God, it's the universe. The universe is testing you. And they're testing you through this person, teaching you how to make head over heart decisions, which is something that Geminis are usually pretty good at. But apparently, the universe wants to make sure that you are balanced out that way, and that you're not being with people out of desperation. So it's going to be okay. Just hang man, all right? See things from a different perspective. Right now, the perspective, everything is bleak, horrible, advice, overall energy. See things from a new perspective. And hang in there. Don't give up don't give up on yourself. Okay, I'm not saying don't give up on this relationship. Don't give up on yourself. That's the big key. All right, on that note, if you did resonate with this, please like and subscribe. If somebody you think could benefit from this, share it with them. And if you need more clarification or have questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. Love you, Gemini.